Let's get this out of the way right now. Jalen Hurts won the Philadelphia Eagles this football game, okay? Jalen Hurts marched down the field when the team needed him, okay? And he won the football game. Now, this is what you pay your quarterbacks to do. You pay your quarterbacks to win football games. And Jalen Hurts won the Philadelphia Eagles the football game. And at the end of the day, that's really all that matters, right? In the grand scheme of things. Now, we're going to get into the turnovers. We're going to get into Nick Sirianni and everything that transpired during this game. But I'm going to start off where it needs to be. Okay, this is where we need to start the conversation off, right? With Jalen Hurts winning this football game. Yes, it was ugly. Yes, Jalen Hurts had an ugly interception. Yes, Jalen Hurts had an ugly fumble. But the bottom line, bro, is we won the game. Does that excuse his play? I mean, if we look at the stats, because I know a lot of people I know there are some stat nerds out there, right? Jalen Hurts, he went 29 for 38. He went 29. He completed 29 of his passes out of 38 for 311 yards, averaging 8 yards a completion. Okay, with an 88 quarterback rating. Now he completed more. He was very accurate this entire game. He was extremely accurate. He made the plays when he needed to. Okay, now I would say this: the turnovers is frustrating. The turnovers are extremely frustrating. But when you have a guy like Nick Sirianni at the helm, this guy literally he makes he makes poor decisions, okay? This guy does nothing. He does nothing. Okay? This guy is the weakest link on the Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff. He is by far the weakest link. Now, last year, I was the first one advocating for the Philadelphia Eagles to fire this guy, right? I was the first one advocating for the Philadelphia Eagles to fire Nick Sirianni for a plethora of reasons, but mainly it was his decision-making and his lack of his inability to call plays. Like, why are you the head coach if you don't even call plays? You're an offensive guy. You're supposed to be an offensive-minded coach. You can't even call plays. The players don't respect you. I mean, bro, you're leaving points off. You're taking points away from the team, dog. You're literally taking away points from the team. I mean, dude, and like he does it week in and week out, right? For the last 2 weeks, he's been grilled about leaving points, and it cost us last week, right? It could have cost us this week. Nick Sirianni isn't making decisions based off what the team needs or how he feel the team is playing. He's making these decisions purely based off analytics and stats. That's all Nick Sirianni is for. He is literally being used to implement analytics. That's it. Dude, the guy is a horrible head coach, okay? And I'm not gonna look, I'm not even gonna, I don't want to go too far down this Nick Sirianni path because I done made hit pieces on the guy. I mean, I gotta have an entire playlist about firing Nick Sirianni, multiple live streams. I mean, I've been a strong advocate for Nick Sirianni to be fired for the longest, okay? But he's still here. And at the end of the day, I strongly believe, unfortunately, that Nick Sirianni ultimately is going to be the demise of this team because he is by far out of touch with football, with his football team, and he's a puppet. He's being used by the organization to implement analytics, man. That's what's going on. It's really just about analytics with him. But this is what you pretty much know what to expect from Nick Sirianni, right? I don't want to even harp on that too long, man. I'm so done with Nick Sirianni, bro. To the point where, it is what it is at this point. They foolishly decided to bring this man back. Foolishly. After seeing the players gave up on him. Okay, the players stopped believing last year. So you're going to bring that back into this year? Bro, like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay? But here's another thing regarding Nick Sirianni, right? When you bring this guy back, he's going to be unfairly criticized now, okay? Because just based off last year and the fact that everybody wants him fired. Everybody wanted him gone. So you bring him back, and now everybody is just hopping on the bandwagon with the fire Nick Sirianni thing, okay? Because now he's the scapegoat. He's the scapegoat now. But you see, he's not. Okay, when you scapegoat somebody, they don't deserve it. He deserves it. So, Nick Sirianni, I don't even get mad anymore, man. I know the guy is horrible. I mean, he's not even qualified for the position. Let's move right along, man. You know what? I'm not even gonna do this. I'm not even gonna rant about Nick Sirianni because I've done it so much. I'm not even gonna go there. I know for one thing is for certain. The team's biggest weakness is Nick Sirianni. Okay? He already cost us a game last week, almost cost us this one. It is what it is, man. It is what it is with him. Okay? He needs to be fired. Period. Let's move right along, right, to the defense. Okay? Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles defense real quick, okay? All right, because the New Orleans Saints coming into this game, the New Orleans Saints had the number one ranked offense. They were averaging 45 points a game. They were averaging 100. They were averaging 45 points a game. The New Orleans Saints were averaging 45 points a game. Okay, they put up a 40-piece on Dallas, right? They smoked Dallas. Okay, they were averaging coming into the game against the Philadelphia Eagles. They were averaging 45 points a game, 405 yards a game. Yards per play, they were first in the NFL with 6.9. Third down conversion, second. Touchdowns per game, they were first. This team was red hot offensively, and the Philadelphia Eagles literally destroyed a high-powered offense, okay? A high-powered offense completely nullified everybody. Quinyon Mitchell out there making plays. Reed Blankenship making plays. Jalen Carter had the game of his life. He's probably the best defensive tackle in the NFL based off that performance. Now, I know the Saints had some injuries, but still, man, you go out there and make the plays. I mean, that's all. What else can you ask of the young guy, right? Okay, Jalen Carter out there making plays. Zach Bond, I mean, a journeyman. I think he's top 5 in tackles. Okay, stud at linebacker. Nakobe Dean looks like a stud. Mind you, last week, Last week, this defense looked like the worst defense in the NFL. Okay? So that just goes to show how things can change, right? But the Saints were averaging 45 points a game. $45. They're the number one ranked offense. The Eagles held them to 12 points. 12 points. Stop playing, y'all, because I seen y'all talk about our defense last week. This what I need y'all to stop doing, right? Look, even last year, I'll always, because I'm a defense guy, I'm always going to side with the defense. Okay? We were tough on the defense last year. They were trash, okay? Okay, they were trash. But there was a lot of things going on with our defense last year. This year, man, you have to let these guys mesh, right? It's early in the season. The defense just takes more time. Okay, I feel like the defense, it takes more time to because it's more new pieces. You got a new defensive coordinator, right? You have more moving parts. Whereas you look on the offensive side of the ball, you got all your core pieces. Defensively, man, there's so much stuff going on, so many moving parts year in and year out. Man, you have to be patient with the defense. But we got the godfather of defense, Vic Fangio. So you can always, he's going to, Vic. I rest easy knowing that Vic Fangio is in charge of our defense, man, because he's just that good. It's Vic Fangio, right? So it's like I feel way more comfortable with the defense, right? Even if they struggle, and this performance was amazing because now I'm even more confident in Vic Fangio's abilities because I've seen it. I've seen what he can do with our defense. Of course, around the league, what he's done around the league in the NFL in his time in the NFL. But I didn't get to see it with our defense. I've gotten my first taste, my first glimpse, and that's all I really needed. Okay? And I know the defense is going to be a work in progress. All right. But you look at Zach Bond, a guy, linebacker who, his first year here, he's having an amazing year. Nakobe Dean's having an amazing year. Jordan Davis with a sack. Jordan Davis. It was on a backup center, right? But still, Jordan Davis with a sack. And when you see Jordan Davis getting sacks, the defense is having a day. When you see Jordan Davis getting sacks, the defense is having a magical day. But this is the best offense in the NFL. And the Philadelphia Eagles look like the worst defense in the NFL last week. So come on now. Come on. Let's be serious, okay? It's not going to be perfect. But the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely still the team to beat in the NFC. It is what it is, right? Who's won the most games the last 3 years in the NFC East? I'm pretty sure the Philadelphia Eagles is ranked high up there in the top 2 or top 3, right? Teams the last 3 years in the NFC. So it's not crazy to say that we're still the team to beat, and this shows it. Because you look at the Saints. The Saints, again, were averaging 45 points a game. And we held them to 12. We know what the offense is going to be. We know what the offense have. We know the offense had, we know what we have on offense, right? So we're not worried about that. We know they're going to get it together once A.J. Brown comes back. We see what's going on with Devonta Smith. We see what's happening with Lane Johnson. Dog, the injuries are brutal right now, okay? The injuries are brutal, okay? This is where I'm. This is what I really wanted to get on live and talk about right here. Okay, now that I'm settled in, all right, and I got everything that I feel like I wanted to get out. I want to segue into the injuries. Okay, I want to segue into the injuries because what happened to Devonta Smith? What happened to Devonta Smith? Pisses me off. It does. What pisses me off about it is this soft Philadelphia Eagles team. Nobody smacked one of those Saints players in the mouth after that dirty hit on Devonta Smith. Same with Dallas Goedert a couple years back with the dirty hit that knocked him out of the Washington game. Like, where are y'all at, man? Like, you guys just don't, like, y'all. I mean, even you look at James Bradbury last year when the 49ers came into the link and they just walked past them, bumping into him. And bro, this football team is so soft, man. Like, for real. If that was, bro, look, that type of hit is life altering. Those type of hits, bro, you're changing the trajectory of my well-being and the well-being of my life is being altered. Bro, they look, they're coming with bad intentions. Okay? And what they did to Devonta Smith and how nobody rallied, right? And that, you know, that's why AJ Brown is so important. The Philadelphia Eagles do not really win football games without AJ Brown. But AJ Brown is important because he's the guy that he's gonna bring that physical, intimidating aspect that you need, that physicality that you need on offense. I guarantee you that doesn't happen if AJ Brown. If AJ Brown is starting in a uniform, they not gonna try that with Devonta Smith. They not gonna do that with Devonta Smith. Okay, we need we need more dogs. We need more dogs with that dog mentality. Okay, because what they did to Devonta Smith, not only was it obviously a dirty hit, the Philadelphia Eagles, nobody got in anybody's face and smacked anybody in the mouth after that, man. I'm pulling up to locker rooms after that. You know, I just didn't like that. Darius Slay was down with an injury late in the game. Lane Johnson, a concussion, or we got Mekhi Becton. He left the game early. There's a lot of injuries, man. But overall, right? Overall, I didn't like that. I didn't like that hit with Devonta Smith. I mean, if you look at the Saints, that's how I want the Philadelphia Eagles. I need the Philadelphia Eagles defense to be knocking people out. For real. Because they trying to knock you out. Why not try to knock them out? Okay, so that's really, I need to see more physicality from this football team, right? I need to see more physicality from this football team. Saquon Barkley redeemed himself. You see what happens when you give Dallas Goedert the ball? I've been talking about this for years now. I don't understand why the Philadelphia Eagles do not utilize Dallas Goedert. He would be Jalen Hurts' first read, in my opinion. Okay, and not all the time because you got AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, but at least on because I mean with the tight end, those are easy completions, right? Get the chains moving, right? Easy completion for Jalen Hurts helps him get in rhythm, bro. You have to give him those easy outlet passes, right, to keep the chains moving, keep the offense in rhythm. So for them not to utilize Dallas Goedert more effectively, especially in the middle of the field, to kind of help Jalen Hurts with some of those easy catches. You know, Dallas Goedert can catch a 5 yard pass and take it for like 10 or 15. So I mean, those type of rhythm passes, it helps the quarterback, man. And you know, I just never understood why the Philadelphia Eagles do not utilize Dallas Goedert more. But every time he has a day. I remember a Houston game, and it was one of those Dallas games, Cowboys games. He has his day, his games where he goes off, and you always wonder why they never utilize Dallas Goedert. Bro, it's idiotic. It's idiotic again. He would be my first read in a lot of situations, a lot of situational football. Because again, those quick reads to Dallas Goedert, man, it's easy completion, and he can run after the catch, and he can do so many great things when you give him those opportunities, and you see it, right? So I mean, this is good when you have a lot of pieces offensively, because when guys go down, that's really that's really the benefit of having the Dallas Goedert. Okay, when all of your pieces down are you know not available, that's where you got that. So I see now that his you know, his what makes him so valuable, what makes having a lot of weapons so valuable. Okay, so you know, it may be unfortunate for me personally when I see Dallas Goedert not getting the looks or the opportunities that he deserves, but I know when we need him, he's going to be there because we have those options. So it's cool to have, it's cool to have a lot of different weapons. Okay, now again, I started this off because I know it's going to be a hot topic, and I want to get into the comments about this topic, right? But I started this topic off about Jalen Hurts. Yes, Jalen Hurts made a lot of mistakes this game, but he completed a high number of his throws, and he won us the game. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, if we lose, it's completely different. Now I'm going to start looking into his turnovers and, what's going on and things like that. But that didn't happen, so I don't have to go there. Okay, now if this continues and we start losing, and yeah, but fortunately, I don't have to have that conversation about Jalen Hurts today. I don't, because we won. That's all that matters. And not only did we win, we overcame a lot of adversity. And Jalen Hurts has a game-winning drive, right? I love to see that boy get some game-winning drives under his belt, right? He got a game-winning drive. So, I mean, we can say what we want. Jalen Hurts won us that game. Whoa. Fire the coach. Hey, I agree with you. AJ would have said or done something. He definitely would have. He definitely would have. Damn, somebody said, who got the P. Diddy lips? What the hell? What, bro? Who got P. Diddy lips, bro? Hey, man, hold on, bro. No Diddy, man. I'm finna send you to the loser lounge with Diddy. I'm finna send you to the loser lounge with Diddy. There you go. You could go talk to Diddy personally yourself in the loser lounge, buddy. Our defense played lights out. Hats off to them. Yes, sir. Our defense played lights out. And again, when we needed Jalen Hurts, okay, he won us the football game. All right. And that's all you can really ask for out of your quarterback. That's all you can really ask for, is when the game is on the line and when we need you, make the plays that we need. Manage the game at times. Okay, when we need you to make a play, go make a play. Situational football. All right, the interceptions are always horrible. The turnovers are always horrible. But he gets the job done. Okay, it don't matter how I look. Most of the time, he gets the job done. Right? That's all you can ask for your quarterback. All right, now if you look at the stats, okay, if you look at the stats outside of the turnovers, he completed 29 of his 38 attempts for 311 yards. Okay. Saquon Barkley redeemed himself, 147 rushing yards, 17 carries. Oh my God, Saquon. Saquon was absolutely remarkable. He redeemed himself. I mean, you look at that 60-yard run, dude is just special, man. I don't think I've ever seen a running back like him, bro. Because when you look at those type of runs, it just happens, right? So I mean, shout out to huge shout out to Saquon Barkley for just keeping his head down and working and redeeming himself for sure. Those are quality we love in our players. Um, yeah, and people were really hard on him, but we got this dub, man. I'm excited now. Our defense played lights out. Defense came to play. Yes, sir. Man, Kyler needs to be cut. Yeah, man. Hey, Kyler Katera, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's I don't know about him, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna say that right now. I kind of like him, bro. I kind of like him, but he does make a lot of boneheaded. That's coaching. You gotta blame that on coaching, man. You gotta blame some of that on coaching. Okay, they gotta have these players. They gotta have these players ready to go and prepared. But yeah, it's rough. That's a rough one for him. But we do need a new coach. Three times he went for it on fourth when he could have. Look, bro, I'm not mad at him for going. I'm not mad at him for going for it, right? Because when you go for it, you show you got some balls. And not only that, you show that you have faith in your team. But here's the thing with Nick Sirianni, bro. He's only calling these he's only going for it on fourth down based off analytics. It has nothing to do with how his intuition as a coach, what he feels like the team needs. None of that. It's purely based off analytics. And that's why I don't like him doing it. That's why I disagree with the fourth down, going for it on fourth down. Okay. And then bro, he's like you decide you go for a 60-yard field goal, but you don't take the easier ones. Like, he's a dude, bro. I'm telling you, Nick Sirianni, man, should just he really needs to be fired, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. But I've spent so much time I spent so much time talking about this dude and dissecting just his whole everything, bro. It's like I've washed my hands with it. The Philadelphia Eagles brought him back, so it's like it is what it is, man. But it's going to continue to rear its ugly head until he's eventually fired. Okay, until it's a matter. It's just a matter of time, man. Okay, and it sucks. It sucks because we see it. We see it. My opinion, call up Bill the coach. I would definitely love to have Bill Belichick. Nick Sirianni was playing Madden today, man. Bro, Nick Sirianni, I think Nick Sirianni be off of something, dog. Nick Sirianni be off of that booger sugar. And he be off of something. Bro, because like no one in their right mind is I'm taking those points, especially after last week, right? And then like, bro, he's just the dude. It's just like it makes no sense. The game management is horrible, bro. He has one job. That one job is to manage the football game. He can't even do that. Come on, dog. I refuse to start ranting about Nick Sirianni, y'all. Don't even give me. Don't get me. Hey, look, for real, bro. Don't get me started on Nick Sirianni, man. If y'all really care about my well-being and my mental health, please don't start talking about Nick Sirianni, bro. For real, bro. Because I'm starting to get heated. Please don't do that to me. Hey, y'all, don't do that, please. For real. If you could go look at my channel. I got a fucking 40-minute documentary about the man. Like live streams, dog. Like seriously, I was so done with him last year, bro. And it's just, they brought him back, and I'm like, man, I got to deal with this again, right? You try to look at, oh man, bro. It's like Nick Sirianni's purposely trying to sell the games, bro. Just take the fucking points, dude. Sirianni, take the points. It's that simple. Take the points. When in doubt, Take the points. And if they miss the field goal, that's on Jake Elliott. It ain't on Nick Sirianni. But come on, bro, just stop robbing us of our points. It's hard to score in the NFL. But overall, man, the team is in good shape. We're 2-1. We beat the Saints. Jalen Hurts has another game-winning drive under his belt. The Philadelphia Eagles are in great shape, man. I promise you, I got some type of content coming soon. Just stay locked in, turn on post notice, and like the videos.